I'm always startled when I was teaching foraging tours. It was for a tour company. So I was I was like a tour guide for the forest, and people would cry on the tours semi-frequently. It was usually like femmes and women crying, or children actually would cry frequently because they would become overwhelmed.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of amazing. And also I was always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like we would eat all these wild foods, and they were learning how to identify plants and getting to taste them as we were walking. And they're like, you can just eat the world? Like, what the fuck?
My mind is blown.
I'm so sorry. What the heck? No.
Oh, you can curse.
Awesome. I was like, let me just drop the F-bomb in the middle of my interview. But people would get so overwhelmed, they would cry because they were like, why don't I know this? Why have I waited so long? Because I would teach them like 12 to 15 plants, and I would be like, yeah, and there's 4,000 here in Appalachia. And they'd be like, I'm crying. I was like, oh, yes, you are held. Like, if you feel like trash, you wake up and you feel like no one loves you, just go outside. There's like 8 plants that will heal you or feed you, and they won't charge you a dime, and they won't berate you or make fun of you. And I think I see people feel like that feeling of coming home, and then they cry because they just don't know how to process it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful and sad and like heartbreaking all at the same time.
We need more of that.
Yes, definitely. Like what you're saying with schools. Like I think in Asheville, where I live in a bubble, there's a lot of stuff, nature schools and stuff. And I taught lots of school groups. And kids are like always so floored by the fact they can eat stuff from outside. They're just like, what? It's amazing.